Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to talk about fitness. I haven't done any fitness exercise videos on my channel in a while. Back in the beginning of 2015, I did the 21-day fix. If you've never seen that, I will link my playlist below so you can check that out. I used it and loved it to get rid of those last baby weight pounds. But I know this is a time of year when a lot of people really start thinking about fitness, New Year's resolutions, and that kind of thing. I've been a health coach for 12 years, and I can tell you exercise, I talk about that just as much as I talk about diet. But here's the thing. With exercise, I feel like I have the same conversation a million times. One of the biggest problems when people say that they want to exercise is time management and finding something that they like. Well, you know what? I could sit here and talk for hours about exercise. And so I'm really having to rein this in. And I'm going to try to simplify it for you. And if you want to get fit in 2018, try this. First of all, before you start anything, before you start making any plans, you have to figure out why. Why do you want to get fit? Even write down on a legal pad or a poster board or something, write down the benefits, specific benefits that you want to see from exercise. 2, figure out what you enjoy doing. The reason why I put this high on the list is that there are 1,000,001 things that you can do for exercise, but you may hate a lot of them because not everybody likes everything. If your buddies are out running on treadmills or doing 5Ks and half marathons, but you can't stomach the thought of running, don't run. If you've got friends who are at the gym 6 days a week for an hour or two pumping iron, but that doesn't sound like any fun to you, don't do it. When you think of being active, what comes to mind as something that you enjoy? Something that you can at least a little bit look forward to. Because going back to the motivation, if you're not looking forward to it, if you don't want to do it, you're not going to, plain and simple. And 3, make time for it. Not just find time for exercise. That's a bunch of baloney because let me tell you, if you try to find time for exercise, no, it won't happen. You will find Netflix. You will find time for sleep. You will find time for all sorts of things that you want to do. Again, going back to motivation. Now remember, you don't have to spend an hour every day at the gym, okay? You may want, if you want to, go ahead. It, again, doesn't matter. But the CDC recommends that the adults have at least 150 minutes of exercise a week. And if you boil that down to just 5 days a week, that's only 30 minutes a day. Now, some people may need more. Some people may get a great workout in 15 minutes. That's challenging for them. Great, but something to kind of aim for is the 150 minutes of exercise a week. And you have to make that time for your exercise. Set it aside, put it on your calendar, and of course, start small. If you can't rely on the weather, you can't rely on your exercise. And if you can't rely on your exercise that relies on the weather, you will not exercise. So finding a lot of good options for exercise is huge. Now, people ask me all the time with my health coaching, what do you do for exercise? They want to know, especially because I am a busy homeschooling mom and I really don't have the time for exercise. I have to make the time. And a workout that I've been doing for the past 2 years has been my absolute favorite. It is a workout called Refit. And basically, it's like a faith-based Zumba. So if you like Zumba, you will love Refit. It was founded by 3 ladies who live down in Waco, Texas, and they have a huge following on YouTube, and I can link their channel below. And I went to my first Refit class in 2012 and absolutely loved it. But I was out of town visiting family, and there weren't any classes near me. And so several years went by, and my friend who taught it out of town messaged me and she said, hey, I met some ladies who teach up in Indianapolis. You should look into this class. And sure enough, it was at a time I could go to that worked for my schedule. It was cheap. It was just $2 a class and $2 for childcare. So, it was perfect. And I went consistently to that class for about a year. And it was about 14 months or so. And after that time, the drive became a little much for me, and the boys were getting older, and I needed to find another class, and there just wasn't anything. So for about 3 months, what I did instead of going to a class was working out with YouTube. And they have most, if not all, of their dances on YouTube, and they even have playlists sorted out, so you can get like a 40 to 50 minute workout just by clicking on one of the playlists. And I mean, there's a warm up, a cool down, high intensity, low intensity. There's some low impact, there's toning, there's stack toning. All types of workouts are on their YouTube channel. I think dancing is something I've always enjoyed. I did it a lot in high school, like with choreography at church, I know. But I did that a lot and I loved it. And so Refit was just kind of a natural fit for me. And so after about 3 months of doing my refit at home, I found a class that was on Monday nights, and now I go every Monday night. It's on Monday nights when Mike is home with the boys, and it's like 10 minutes from home. And the class is really small, and I found a really, really great community there, and I absolutely love it. And so I make sure to make that hour once a week to do that. And then on top of that, now that I've been doing Refit for just over 2 years, I've memorized a lot of the dances. And so I just got my phone and found a lot of the songs on either or Amazon Music, because we have a Prime membership. So So Amazon and or iTunes. And I just put them on my phone. And since I already know the dances, or when I have memorized the dance, I get the song for it. So all I have to do is click on my Refit playlist. And I think I have, in Amazon Music, I think I have 25 songs. So an hour and 33 minutes worth of workout music on here. And it's absolutely perfect. So what I've done is, like when I'm making dinner, or if the boys are playing and I'm in the kitchen like doing dishes, I'll take a break and I'll do like a 5-minute song, or 3 minutes or whatever. I'll do a little song right there in the kitchen. Another thing I've been doing, since it has been cooling off a lot outside, the boys are running around. I don't really want to run around with them. So what I do is turn on my music out in the grass and dance right there in the backyard. And we don't have a fence. And I don't care. There's even a little patch of grass that's kind of stomped down because that's where I dance. And there's just something for me about the dancing that is just so therapeutic, if you will. And of course, music. I absolutely love music. And they do a mix of Christian music and secular music. The lyrics are all A-okay. So if you have little kids, you don't have to worry about bad language coming through your exercise songs. So you do not have to worry about that at all. So 2 things, actually 3 things, you can either exercise on YouTube, find their playlists and get some dances. You can find a class in your area, and I will leave Refit's website below. It's refitrev.com, and you can type in your zip code and see where there are instructors around you, I think some places say how much it costs, if there's childcare or not, because I know that's a big deal maker or deal breaker for a lot of people, myself included. Or you can actually subscribe to their on-demand program, and I believe it is $10 a month. I haven't made that plunge yet because I'm happy with my class and YouTube, but you can actually stream their workouts live, which is really cool. And then depending on where you live, if you really fall in love with this, you can actually become an instructor. And that is something that is definitely on my heart. It's been on my heart for a while. The timing is just not right. So just wait for it. I'll probably become an instructor at some point. But the founders of Refit actually travel all around the country every year. I think they've got 20 trainings on the calendar for next year. And like I said, it is all over the country, so you may not have to travel far. So you can get trained to be an instructor and hold your own class. If you don't have one near you, you can create one. And you can do it for free, you can get paid, just kind of whatever you want to do. And when they come and do the trainings, they also come and do a live class. And I've been to 2 live classes. I just went to one about a month ago, and then the one I went to was last September. And where we went, it's a pretty big location, and there were at least 100 people there, I would guess, doing this exercise class, and it is so much fun. So that's what I am doing. I just thought I would share that. I don't really talk much about exercise on here anymore. I kind of talk about whatever pops in my head on any given day and time. So I hope you can find a class in your area, and if you can't, try YouTube. I hope you enjoyed this video today. Please be sure to give me a thumbs up if you did, and subscribe if you are new here. I hope you're having a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye.